Hello and welcome to my realm of the Mad God, Mad Lab Tutorial. Now, the basics of this dungeon are there's two pools of liquid. They're the green liquid, which will turn you into a hexed form, which will make you run fast, but you cannot shoot. Then there's the blue pool of liquid that will turn you back to normal. And they're pretty easy to deal with, no big deal. Then here's just a normal room. You've got these enemies right here, their shots don't really do that much damage, but once they start flashing red, they're about to explode. And if they're sitting on top of you when that happens, it's pretty much an instant death. And then what I like to do is after taking out the little robots that rush at you, you're going to want to focus on the purple robots. They will confuse you and cause you to walk into other shots and take unnecessary damage and may even kill you. Next thing you're going to do is destroy all those Tesla towers like you saw on each side right there. They'll allow you to get to the second boss, which in my opinion is easier than the first one, and has a better chance to drop you loot. But once you've finished killing the smaller enemies, focus on the bigger ones. Once again, their shots do a little bit more damage, but they're not that bad. Next, we're talking about the evil green liquid rooms. Now, these rooms really aren't that bad. They range from a maze to two pathways around in a square, or a giant vat of it with a maze laid out with a grating. Now, they will always have these confusing shots, but if you take it slowly, you won't have too much of a problem. Now, the purple robots, in my opinion, are the most deadly things that you will encounter. They will confuse you, and you'll be running into the green liquids, making you not be able to shoot or causing you to take unnecessary damage, and all in all, they're just a bad thing. So, an easy way to stop getting hit by them is to just stand there. Their shots will go to either side, and even if you do get hit, it's not that big of a deal. The next is the Crusher Abominations. They do the most damage, but they're really not that hard to dodge. You see, they shoot in the same pattern every time with that middle one shot coming at you, and you just walk to each side after they've shot. And the only thing you need to watch out for is when they start flashing red like this, because they will start rushing towards you and shooting more often. Now the first boss right here he's pretty easy. All you gotta do is stay right in the hallway where you came in. You're going to want to watch out for those green poisons because they do a lot of damage. If you're standing on one, you will die. Another thing you're going to want to watch out for is those gas turrets. Now, if you stand right in front of the entrance, you shouldn't really have a problem with it because they won't hit you. Next thing is those auto turrets that he throws. They do a lot of damage, but just like with the purple robots, if you just stand there, their shots will go to the side. His phases include him going into that pink crystal in the middle and spawning things on each side. Now you're going to want to kill the purple robots during those times because they'll confuse you and cause you to run into the gas turrets, which is bad because that will kill you. Now his final phase is the gas turrets turn off and he stops spawning enemies. So once you've killed everything around him, it'll be easy to just follow him around and dodge those little poisons and just take shots at him until he dies. Now these Mad Labs are definitely worth doing because you will get a wisdom, and this boss has a high drop rate for all kinds of things, including the Expo, the Mad Lab robes, and all other things. Then the horrific creation is definitely worth doing. It may take a little bit longer because he's got a lot of health, but in the long run you'll be glad you did it because he will drop a death pot for you every time, guaranteed, if you solo him. And that'll help you max your characters. But the first phase he does is he just sprints at you, and then right into green liquid is where you need to take him, because otherwise he won't be able to take damage. Now those shots right there, all of his shots do a lot of damage, but if you take it slow enough and you learn the phases and such, it won't be a problem. Now his second phase is shooting these shots at you. They're pretty easy to dodge. You can just go back and forth slowly like I'm showing you here, or you have the second option, which I prefer because it's much easier to do. Right here it is. After you've dragged him or finished dodging those shots, you can just walk across slowly, and the shots will go behind you. You gotta watch out for a little bit when you turn around, but you're gonna want to end in the green liquid so that he will rush on top of you. Now you're not going to want to stop moving because he'll sit on you, but he's definitely worth killing and pretty easy to do. Thanks for watching, and go get lots of loot.